They'll be calling you a radical this video, and I promise I'll be a good boy in this video, and I'll talk real slow and clean. This is for Donna in the SAN Onofre fight. So, look, this I'm going to talk about this and explain this. So, hear me out. This is real important down there in San Diego, SAN Onofre on the nuclear waste. So, you know W.I.P. So when W.I.P blew up, as I reported from the water school business who built W.I.P in 2014 Valentine's Day, they signed a contract. They had to get that waste out of there. You know, and they lied, salt truck bullshit, blah, blah, blah. It was a container here that blew up. A dry cast container, you know, blew. Plutonium all over. Lied, 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 lied. So they signed a contract with a Texas company, and they moved it. Now, where that waste is sitting that came out of there, this Texas company, but apparently they've renewed that contract. So this is new. This is, you know, I've just found out this recently as I know that the SAN Onofre waste, by law, the only place legally, now hear me out, the only place legally by law, it cannot be buried on the beach legally. This NRC is turning all nuclear waste, or all nuclear reactors into nuclear waste official sites was done illegally. It was done illegal. Well, it was never ratified by Congress, by judges, by nobody. You know, some bullshit judge. There are regulatory committees. So legally, the only place it can go is Yucca Mountain and or W.I.P in Carl. It can legally go to W.I.P via Congress. It can go there. They don't even have to tell you. They don't have to go there. So this is new. So they just got the permit, and I guess this is a guy called me today. He's a miner down there. They are in there. They're expanding the W.I.P capacity for 10,000 barrels of spent fuel, nuclear waste. That's they set by the barrel, but they're actually a dry cast. They're a square container. They're not barrels. 10,000 barrels, they say. You know, it's like when they measure in curies. But 7 rooms, so 70,000 containers. He says, I'm working on it today. Working on it now. So, I've saw the temporary permit to W.I.P SAN Onofre. So, now, hear me out. If SAN Onofre, CalEd, PG, those corrupt criminal bastards, were moving it there, would they tell us? No. Why would they tell us? Legally, they have. No, they don't legally. I'm here to tell. Hear me out. Legally, they do not have to tell us. Patriot Act on Balco, Patriot Act on... So are they moving it there now? I don't know for sure. I hope so. I think so. Now look, SAN Onofre's way ahead. They're scumbags. They're criminals that should have went to prison. Kamala Harris, remember when she went in, raided freaking his house, you know, the California Public Commission making sure told us to go fuck ourselves. Remember that? I mean, right in the hearing. He was speaking at a benefit dinner in San Francisco as they were raiding his house. Signed on there, you know, the collusion. Well, Kamala Harris, now hear me out. Kamala Harris' mother, the oncologist, well, the epidemiologist, you know, the cancer research physician, guess where she worked for well over a decade? Livermore! Oh, God, all roads lead to nuclearism. So, I'm working on this. I'm working on this. Not on the fucking beach. So, like I said, this is real important. So, I know now, we know now, I'll post the argument, got reported down there in New Mexico, in their local medias, that the expansion it's underway. It's going right now. Now, why are they, now hear me out. They just continued the contract when they moved the waste out of W.I.P, up out of the hole when it blew up, cost $2.3 billion. The United States of America, it's clean, you know, nuclear's fantastic. Anyway, so they moved it to Texas. This company got a contract to temporarily hold it. They renewed the contract this week and says, we're not bringing it back. We're keeping it there. Now, we know Energy Solutions here, my work, get them kicked out of here, and the Energy Solutions attorney right me. Now, we know Energy Solutions has got the contract, and I want to say this about the San Diego media down there that reports this. The San Diego Union, the one reporter, I show up down there in the last hearing when, I go off, commenter number 19. He's got a credentials tag around his neck. Energy. I was what? What? I thought you were independent media, or not independent media. I thought you were the media. Looks like you're on their team. So they told me straight up, Kevin, we have no intentions to put in Utah when we want to leave. Now the SAN Onofre generator, of course, there. Of course, they signed the contract on the so-called low levels, which they just lie and cheat. And they says, Kevin, you got to quit going after us. We don't make the nuclear waste. We're trying to deal with it. And I'm like, I'll make a deal with you. You quit fucking lying. I'll quit attacking you. That's all they do is lie. They're saying. So they told me inside the Utah State Capitol, and I caught them off guard. I didn't even know they were there. It was unannounced. I was there for another reason. Why they were in legislation earlier this year. And they were over talking, and I heard them. And I'm like, you guys Energy Solutions are, yeah. Oh, Kevin. And I'm like, Kevin, we want no part of it. He told me, he says, we are going to go to Texas. And I said, where in Texas? Where this pit? So the Obama administration on their way out, the cover-up, the Obama, Barry Antoinette let them eat yellow cake. He's covered up this clearback from the uranium deals, to, of course, Fukushima, the greatest crime in human history, the cover-up of Fukushima. So they file antitrust of all the things. They don't file against Baron Monsanto. Hell no. Fucking Apple, all these fucking funneled up fucking take over the world. No, but they'll go against this. Why? So they filed that case happened in April. The federal government won that case. So that's why that now, under the Patriot Act, this is coming right from the Energy Solutions attorney to me, Kevin, it don't matter. We have the ability to do it if the Department of Energy says so. Now, the Department of Energy said, from what I understand, has said so. Now, I'm going to be, next chance I can get to get at Tom, Khaled, and these guys. I mean, that shit cannot stay on the fucking beach. And this whole argument over a dry container this thick or this thick or this thick is meaningless. Not on the fucking beach. Now, this ties into General Electric, of course, head of the snake. Now this, is coming apart in General Electric. It's amazing to me how I knew they were going to, and everybody says, no, they're not. And nobody knew I knew they were going to miss. They missed so dramatically. I mean, this is the biggest miss in their corporate history. The stock in pre-hours this morning was down fucking $3. I mean, we're talking down, it was down almost 10%. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be a bloodbath from hell. And then it opens and rallies up. Now, what that is, that's these cheating. That's heads we win, tails we win. I mean, they're bleeding fucking money. And they said in their own conference call today, I listened to the fucking call. It says straight up, it's the energy sector that's going, well, who are they in energy? Nuclear. It's coming apart. They're expanding W.I.P. Now look, SAN Onofre, this is the biggest story in the world. Everything wrong with the nuclear industry, of course, we know SAN Onofre. It was us as grassrooters. Myself and others, fucking grassrooters down there that have been fighting this for 30 years that got that. I'm the one, we are the group that leaked the exchange. Without us, this never happens, whatever. But everything that's wrong with the nuclear industry is this. I mean, it's that fucking catastrophe for day one. Well, they're setting the table. It's true. As California goes, as this nuclear waste goes, the rest of the country's going to go. I'm serious. As SAN Onofre, Illinois, fuck them. They're bailout in New York, bank bailout on chemo, fuck them too. But the California people shutting down Diablo, that dog and pony show. I mean, that thing should have been shut down. Diablo, SAN Onofre after post 2011 came right out and gave a statement and says, these reactors, Diablo and SAN Onofre, can only hold up to a 7-point earthquake. Tick tock, tick tock. So I'm working on this. I'm working diligently. I'm going to find out. My army's working on it in Los Alamos, in Carlsbad. I'm friends with truck drivers. I'm the one that reported to the world that the Savannah River mox fuel was coming back, not what came back in the jet stream from, France, from Japan, routed through South Carolina on trucks to W.I.P. Everybody says I can't do it. Truckers were calling me. People leaking to me, telling me, yeah, we got cool convoys. We're doing it. We're getting hazard pay, big time, fucking whatever. Came right to me. I'm the guy that broke that. These same people are working this. So I'm going to know. I'm going to know ASAP. So they're expanding capacity quickly. Why did they not take that and put it back in? Because they need room for something else. Well, it's not we know this, some of the Savannah River, but that doesn't make up for that amount of space. My guess is it's SAN Onofre. SAN Onofre. By the way, this is real, and it's 19, this is old, and it's brand new. You know, kind of like me after the leukemia fight. So, it's a big deal. The General Electric Dog and Pony Show. What a scam happened today. I mean, they miss, they're bleeding, I mean, and they will start to eat each other. This is not just the cover-up of Fukushima, which is the greatest story in the history, right under your feet in California, right there. You know, the SAN Onofre is not as big, but almost as big. You know, people forget down there was a meltdown, there was a leak. So, I'm going to dig this out. You know, my line, not on the fucking beach. It's going, you know, they have, Tom, all these guys, they know what I know. You heard me go off on Allison, this whole drycast dog and pony show. They know that they can legally move it. There's only two places they can legally, by law, they cannot legally put it on the fucking beach. They cannot legally do, and this dog and pony show, they're suing at you. Don is right. What a fucking joke. Gary, all these fucking clowns raising fucking money to California when we do all the fucking dirty work. I do all the dirty work. You know, they're making millions. I make nothing. Fuck, I don't even live there, you know. Of course, I was born there, conceived there, made there, given cancer there. That down to my bone marrow. So, we do all this dirty work. The litigation should be fucking, well, where the fuck is Friends for the Earth, by the way? Those fucking clowns. What the fuck? Oh, just like when they negotiated the deal. You know, Diablo Canyon, when we fought the shit out of it, the only reason Diablo Canyon's there is because of Friends of the Earth. Remember their so-called negotiation? Just like you said, went off this negotiation's a fucking joke. You know, fuck. I mean, how nice is them in that? Daryl Isis and Gary. Remember Gary cried, oh, they won't come, they won't come, they won't come, I can't believe it. They said, okay, we'll come, including Alice McFarland, you know, and I caught her off guard. You know, Gary never showed up to his own fucking hearing. It's a dog and pony show for fucking money. You know, they're not doing anything. You said it perfectly. Donna said it perfectly. What a joke. Fuck, there's a, what, you're negotiating what? It's just like when Grassley went after Sessions on the Hill the other day. He says, so-and-so the internal investigation on the Clinton, Obama, Russian uranium bribe. Well, he's disappointment now. What's he going to do? Investigate himself? You know? So, we have the power of the sea on our side. Woo-hoo. We have some powers there that others don't. Look, you know, there's a couple people down there, myself included, that this is legendary work. This will be historic, big time. People don't see that now. But we're fighting what matters, and keep doing it. You know, and I'll hope to be there very, very soon. And so I'm going to find out. I know I got my army, and you know they're watching these videos right now. You know, whatever you got to do, how you can get the information to me. You know, because they're watching. The university told me today that whoever's trying to hack into me, they got my phone. I had to go into the store, and they says, your phone's been hacked. I mean, which happens all the time, people. Anybody can do that. We know they do that to anybody and everybody. It's not a biggie. It's just the way it is, the world we live in. It's a biggie, but it's common. They told me at the university today, says, they have massive firewalls. They says, I don't know who's trying to go at you, but they got through 4 of our walls, got all the way to you. I got this big blur on my computer at the university today. Blur, blur, what? Ooh, my email, whatever. And so he's like, oh yeah, you know. So it's hard for me to, for us to move information via talking like this to each other personally, hiding in, you know, the back room of a cafe somewhere. So this is a big deal. They're expanding room there out of $2.3 billion. You know me, I'm not just bitching, not on the fucking beach. It can't stay there. Like at some point, think about it. This is the most dangerous place in the world. They cannot fucking stay there. You know, and you know me, I've said for years, you make it, you eat it, quit dumping it on us. But, you know, because us is we or they, it's got to go. And so, not on the fucking beach. We need to fucking concentrate on getting this moved to fucking WIP through the Department of Energy. Well, they already have permission, hopefully, and that's where I'm going to push the Blanch solution. Move it to New Mexico. They supposedly consented, like a passed out freaking Stanford Koi behind a dumpster. But we sure ain't fucking Utah. And same with fucking Idaho. INL, bring it up there, yeah, let's bring it right there to Yellowstone. Well, we've had 2,300 earthquakes right here in northern Utah and Idaho just the last couple months. TikTok. So then, you know, Central, okay, and start shooting the shit into space, which say you can't do. We already did it. We shot that load in '97, fucking from Florida. Remember Miko fucking arguing with me? He says, no, 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 and I'm like, yeah. If we don't fucking shoot it in space, it's gonna blow here. Well, I was right. He was wrong. It blew here. It's called Fukushima. Ongoing catastrophe that's killing the Pacific Ocean. Salmon collapse, fucking proof of all my fucking work. Kevin Blanch. Great Pacific Genocide, PhD, AML, leukemia survivor, post Fukushima. Fucking Fukushima denial is the greatest mental illness in history. I'm starting to begin to think, which is the biggest denial? The SAN Onofre meltdown that I reported from the bone marrow transplant in January of 2012. Fukushima, the actual event, or the denial of the cover. I mean, the denial is staggering, especially in California. You know, the dead tide pools are dead right under your fucking feet. Salmon are fucking collapse, all of it right there. Oh, it's just acidification. You know, it's too warm, it's too cold, it's too just right. Well, what caused all that? Fucking Fukushima. Nuclear fission fucking pouring into there for 2,420 fucking days. It's as obvious as a scar across my face. So, this is a big deal, you know. And, you know, I say shoot into space, but bottom line, relocate it. And there's legally, because Yucca Mountain, I mean, oh fuck, they got a fight on their hands there. Shiny ball. That's what they're doing. They're using the same shiny ball fucking thing. Yucca Mountain, Yucca Mountain, Yucca Mountain. On the beach, on the beach. I hope. Because this American populace, I mean, like I said, oh, don't make any more. Right. Oh, don't store it on the beach when it's been stored in spent fuel pools there for 40 years. Is it safer in a dry container than it is in those spent fuel pools over Quebec? Fuck yes. Big time. I didn't hear anybody crying then. We were. Our group. We were. We know that. TikTok, their overcapacity in the spent fuel pools in 1991 they went over. They're stacked on top of each other. And Diablo's fucked them up. I've moved my whole rankings. I've changed my whole rankings. Diablo Canyon is the most dangerous reactor in the world now. It used to be SAN Onofre was one. Diablo 2. Now it's Diablo. SAN Onofre, I've moved down the chain, you know. Turkey Point. God, how about STP in Texas? What the fuck happened there? We'll never know. They just crash right now. They don't fucking tell. So it's grass looters like ourselves. Without us, we got nothing. The world populace has nothing without guys like me, without people like Donna. Nothing. We stay at it. You know, so I'll work on this and I'm going to find out the details on it, you know, and hopefully I get down there and I'll let you guys know what I know. And, you know, not on the fucking beach. Stay tuned.